Configuring EIGRP for IPv4 is pretty straightforward. But what if I told you configuring it for IPv6 is even easier because there's no network command to figure out outside of these woolly addresses? So here's what I've got. Network scenario that I've set up. 3 routers, let's name them router 1, router 2, router 3. And I definitely can't flush them. We've got subnet 123, 234, 345, etc. That's going to be the X here. I've assigned the address :1:1 as the address for each of the interfaces :2. So for instance, this guy would be 2001 DB8 6783 or 234:2 on this interface that it's communicating. Let me just show you. I'll take you into router 1. And I'll do a show IPv6 interface brief. And you can see that I have 2 interfaces. First off, loopback interface being used to simulate the subnet 123 over here. There's our subnet 123. Serial interface connecting between the two on subnet 234. Let's configure EIGRP. I'm going to do a show IPv6 route, and you can see that right now it only knows about the local routes that it has communicated with and essentially link local addressing that is generated. One of the things worth mentioning here, when I did the show IP version 6 interface brief, these addresses, FE80, are link local. The router automatically makes them up, and that's significant because that's going to be what it uses when it forms neighbor relationships. All EIGRP communication will go between the 2 link local addresses, hello messages and everything else, not the IP addresses that you've assigned to the interfaces, right? So let's go global. I'm going to do IPv6 router EIGRP, just like the IPv4 counterpart. It's going to ask for a autonomous system. So let's use 10, just a number I made up. And we'll assign this guy a router ID. Essentially, that's its name to the EIGRP process. Even though this EIGRP flavor supports IPv6, it still uses a router ID that looks like an IPv4 address. Whenever I'm in a lab, I just make them match their router name. So router 1 is all ones. And then I'll do a no shutdown. That's a new one. Just going into the IPv6 routers on some iOS version does not enable it. You actually have to turn on the EIGRP process by doing a no shutdown. Let's go under the interfaces themselves. This is where the action happens. Interface loopback 0, and I'll say IPv6 EIGRP 10. That's going to be all I need to do to turn it on. That totally replaces the network command of the IPv4 version. Now I just go under the interface serial 0. Hit the up arrow, hit the same command, and I'm good. Let's do it one more time, a little bit faster on router 2. I'm going to go into global config mode. Router, no. IPv6 router. Done that so many times. EIGRP, autonomous system 10. But we first have to, why can we not do that? Hey, oh, I forgot a command. IPv6 unicast router. I'm sitting here screaming at this. You're getting a little insight on how Jeremy is when he's sitting at 10 o'clock at night at a data center. I'm like, why are you not working? Okay, IPv6 router EIGRP. We'll do autonomous system 10, right? There we go. Router ID. Let's do 2222. And no shutdown. Now let's go under the interface serial 0/0. Let's do a quick show IPv6 interface brief just to make sure. I'm concerned that I did. I wasn't sure that I configured these because I forgot the IPv6 unicast routing. So I will do IPv6 EIGRP 10, right? IPv6 EIGRP 10. Look at that. We've got our first neighbor form. Check out that address. That's the link local address that it communicated with. Let's do a show IPv6 EIGRP neighbor, right? And check it out. There's the neighbor relationship that's formed. So my guess is that we've got, let's do a show IPv6 route, a network that we've learned, and true enough, there it is. Notice 2001, that's the 123 network over there on the left-hand side. Move them out of the way. And I can see that I can get there via, again, we're back to that link local address. Everything communicated via the link local address. Just one more router to add. And that would be router 3. I went ahead and just did the base configuration offline so you can see it all right there. Just put it in. I saved. I'm like, but I've got to save. It's like a fireworks display. Got to save that last command until everybody's watching, which that's terrible. Hang on. It was supposed to form a neighbor relationship. Hang on. Show IP interface brief. Did I forget? No? Oh, man. So this is so awesome. We get to do some troubleshooting together. Let's do show IPv6 interface brief. I want to make sure I did assign the address. 2001 345:3, right? Right? Yeah, that looks right for router 3. Yeah. Let's just ping to the other side. That was awesome. I'm like, I'm totally going to save some time by not showing them the router 3 configuration and totally backfire. Okay, what's the deal? All right, so let's go over to router 2 to do a show IPv6 EIGRP interface. Just make sure it's enabled on, oh, that's the deal. How come nobody told me that? I need to go into interface serial 0/1. I never enabled it on this side. So, fireworks back. A neighbor relationship is formed. So we see router 3 now joined to the loop, which actually that was good. So we could see another show command demonstrated. I love my unintentional learning opportunities. So we've got show IPv6 route on router 3. We can see that we've now learned about 2 IPv6 networks via EIGRP from the link local address. You can see it's all going. This is 123, 234, matching up to our subnets below. Awesome, right? That's all there is to it. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.